Hi everyone, welcome back to the Pathsmokers Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pathsmokers Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Tanakh, the Jewish Old Testament. But being that I come from a Christian family, I use the King James Version of the Bible to write the book of Zion, which is written entirely in Bible verse, which is why I had to write the Potsmoker's Bible to showcase it, so to speak. It's the commentary. And I've presented it to the world in uh, on 420 of 2020. And I did it by publishing it on YouTube in a video feed free of charge because the prophecy requires me to do all of this without money, which is why I haven't accepted any any commercialization of my blog. So I don't plan on actually doing any advertising. I don't need sponsors. I don't want sponsors because sponsors can only give me one thing, and that's money, and money is the problem, not the solution. And I'm required to do this without the use of money, so here I am. I'm publishing the book a second time on YouTube and the first time on many of the social media well, there's Tumblr at Oh My God, OMG, Pot Smoker's Bible. There's Blogger um, at Pot Smoker's Bible. There's Pot Smoker's Bible No on Facebook. And there's Pot Smoker's Bible on YouTube. And I've been reading from the dual book that I wrote, the dual books that I wrote. One containing prophecy written in Bible verse, therefore not my own writing, and unpublishable in that form. That's why I wrote the Pot Smoker's Bible. And then, I wrote this actually after I had put together the prophecy, found a set of instructions, and followed them, which is why I'm here doing this. To date, the prophecy is perfectly in line. There is nothing in the prophecy that has not been done in accordance with it. The prophet Isaiah has laid it out for us explicitly with the help of the rest of the prophets of Israel. And this combined work has given us a clear picture of the year 2020, complete with the imagery of the streets being empty, everybody returning to their home country, a plague called consumption in the prophecy, which overtakes the entire population of the earth. It talks about George Floyd's death. How dare you grind the faces of the poor, saith the Lord. It talks about the basis of man being put in power by the gray in order to expose the hypocritical nature of the United States of America, which is exactly what January 6th exposed, which is what I want to talk about on this particular episode. The prophecy has been playing out in real time since 2015 when, actually, I started it by appearing in court on the 25th of May in 2015. And on that date, I read a 16-page declaration from the prophet Isaiah establishing myself as Zion in accordance with the prophecy. I had purposely put myself in a position to be arrested for selling marijuana so that I could defend my right and the rights of my people in a court of law in accordance with prophecy without using money. And I did that by opening the Temple of Zion here in York, Nebraska, and selling marijuana from the temple openly for 7 years. That was the funnest 7 years of my life. It was awesome. And it was a foreshadowing of the events that are about to descend upon the world. Because every every piece of prophetic verse that has happened has happened. The Black Lives Matter movement is the foundation of the nation of Zion. Um, it is the beginnings of that nation. And believe it or not, many of the people who stormed the Capitol are actually eventually going to become Zionites. They all are already in their hearts and souls. Because there was a news feed that I watched that said that they were getting high in the Capitol. If you were getting high in the Capitol building, as a Zionite, I applaud you. But as a Zionite, I also beg you, please walk away from Trump. Come back to your peaceful origins. You are a Zionite. If you get high, you're a Zionite. That's all there is to it. That is the circumcision of Israel kind of thing. That is the covenant that was created 3,000 years ago for us. That says when you smoke this plant, you become a child of God. And as a child of God, you will act in accordance with the new spirit that is upon you. So when you get high, you get God. And when you get God, you cease to sin. Unless you're taken in by hypocrites and fools, like Trump. Yes, there is a revolution coming. Not because I didn't start it, but if the prophecy plays out the way that it reads, then now that Trump is falling and you're realizing that violence is not the answer, that yeah, there is a revolution coming, but we need to do something different because this didn't work and Trump doesn't work. Well, I have a proposition for you. Let's go camping. But let's just do it this way. Our biggest problems in the United States of America can be summed up very easily. Race, money, religion, and politics. And these four elements of society has totally segregated us and made the poor to suffer greatly, which is foretold in my book. It talks about people being cast out of their homes, the evictions that are coming up. It talks about people being subjected to oppression. Well, we've been subjected to oppression as Zionites since 1939, when marijuana was made illegal, and we were made into criminals. But that's all part of prophecy. That is exactly the events that Isaiah foretells. And Isaiah goes on to say that now that Trump has fallen, the next big thing is the controversy of Zion. And the controversy of Zion is this: the prophecy of Israel foretells the creation of the nation of Zion from the ashes of the United States of America. That this insurrection will escalate until we go camping. And we'll go camping because it is this, um, well, first of all, it's the prophetic answer to our dilemma. It's what God advises us to do. It is also totally in line with my people's history and upbringing and everything that we stand for. A peaceful solution. Now, the biggest problem that society has is money. It's not drug use. Drug use is not a problem. It's a source of suffering. That's all it is. So is money. Now, millions upon millions of Americans are um, going to be without the means to do anything when this all comes to a head. By April, you guys are going to be like, yeah, let's go camping because we got to do something. And my Camp Out for Freedom is just that, a camp out for freedom. We just walk away from society. We go out to the panhandle of Nebraska where the sand meets the land, where the aquifer meets at the edge of the aquifer. It is a vast, open, virgin land that has never been polluted above the ambient pollution that the entire earth is subject to. So it's organic. We can provide ourselves, even all you have to do is go to the grocery store and get a bunch of vegetables and fruit. And from those vegetables, you eat the edible part, and then the part that you usually throw away, you plant. And there are people online who can teach us how to do this. So in my blogs, I say let's Minecraft it. So let's go out to the Panhandle on 420, pitch our tents, quarantine ourselves within our camps, so that we can mitigate COVID. And when COVID-19 is no longer within our camp, and it is safe to do so, according to the Gray, when they deem that it is safe for us to um, contact them, then we'll hold a solemn assembly as instructed by Isaiah, and we will call upon them telepathically in the eyes of the whole world, and they will come. The ships will land, and everything will change. Because the world will be shown in a single instant that all us low life, drug using, pot smoking hippies are the children of the Most High God of Israel, the children of the God of the earth, the link between man and God, God being gray, those who from the heavens came, alien visitors. I'm not talking about the fictitious gods of the religion. I'm talking about the original meaning of the word God, those who from the heavens came. So we're going to call on the gray. And according to prophecy, they're supposed to land. And then they will teach us their ways. Our children will learn things that we have yet to imagine. Imagine that. So don't worry about when they cast you out of your home. Don't worry about it. We're going camping. We're going camping. And it doesn't matter if you get high or not. We're going camping. We're going to go camping. We're going to quarantine ourselves within our tents, within our separate spaces, where we're going to grow our own gardens from seeds that we buy or food that we use for plant stock. We're going to provide for ourselves with the basic necessities going camping. And we're going to organize ourselves by our abilities. We're going to create guilds that will house all of the knowledge of our professions. And those guild members are going to run our society. And we're not going to use money because we don't need money. Money is nothing but a stupid idea that is only useful as a child's toy. So 20 years from now, the only money that's ever going to be seen on Earth will be the Monopoly money. It'll be a game and nothing more. Poker chips. With no money to back them up. So, may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong. And may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guild choice. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote the books. My name is Zion, and I love you way too much to ever say goodbye. So I'm going to say later now.